With Assassin's Creed Nexus that has been out for more than a week now, I thought it would be a very interesting time to have a look at the mod from Blade and Sorcery versus the actual game. So before the time of Assassin's Creed Nexus, there was the Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade mod, Tools of the Trade, and the High Forks, Ezio, and Altair outfits that you could use in Blade and Sorcery VR. These beautiful mods made it realistic so that you could have full realistic physics and the authenticity of being able to relive the Assassin's Creed experience in any map that you choose. But with the most recent U12 update, there are upgrades to the Assassin's outfits of most iconic Assassins from each games. Here I chose Ezio as he is obviously all-time classic and one of my favourites. But as you can see here with the physics of the Hidden Blades, it's very, very maneuverable and malleable to your needs. You can bend it around. It is a little bit unrealistic to the actual Assassin's game, but overall it is an enjoyable experience where the physics are on point, and Blade and Sorcery is probably one of the best games to go be able to try this on. The only thing I'd say that is a little bit different to the actual Assassin's Creed Nexus game now, the physics and the combat with NPCs is a lot more customizable in Blade and Sorcery with the mods, as now you can fight NPCs that are exactly like off the classic Assassin's Creed 2 to Revelations games. And obviously Assassin's Creed VR wouldn't be anything without the parkour. The parkour, I'd have to say on this note, in the actual game, does a lot more of a better job, as anywhere, if you do find possible, is pretty much climbable where you are meant to climb. Like the rooftops, they're a very great example. You have the slings to get you up into high places. You have the sides and edges of walls and buildings that you can go on, and not even to mention that, the Hidden Blade stealth kills are absolutely brutal. Yes, in the actual memories, when you do play NPCs of enemies, which you are meant to kill or can kill, you do have solid physics with in the game, I would like to mention. But if you don't do a Hidden Blade assassination properly, or you sort of just run at someone with a Hidden Blade, then obviously it's going to look a bit weird and it's not going to fully stick. As you can see with the game, as I do it a few times, it doesn't actually stick to the blade or NPC's head, as I'm just jabbing around, messing around with it. Personal preference though, in Blade and Sorcery, it is a little bit more accurate and brutal with the help of a few butter stab mods, making weapons, especially knives or daggers, a bit more slice or jabby to your connection and time. Another big thing as well, the combat. The combat in Blade and Sorcery is a lot more free roam. It's a lot more customizable, as the game, that's how it's built around, so you can pretty much fight however you want. If you don't really know how to fight, you can just mess around, have fun. But if you want to really make it an authentic experience, you can recreate and do the fights like the finishes in the Assassin's Creed games. But obviously with Assassin's Creed Nexus, if you have or haven't played it, you will know that you can't just willy-nilly stab your blade anywhere, as they will block and defend and repel your attacks depending on which enemy you do fight. If it is just a common enemy, it is a lot more easier to go and eliminate them, but obviously that isn't the situation with Blade and Sorcery's Assassin's Creed VR. As with this, it's pretty much as powerful as you want it to be. If you want it to be really difficult, the bosses will be really difficult. If you want it to be easy, it can be very, very easy. But overall, folks, let me know what you think. Which do you prefer? Personally, I love both. They are both equally amazing in their own aspects. Obviously, the Assassin's Creed game is an official Ubisoft game, so it will have its little Ubisoft pros and cons if you do have a history of playing Assassin's Creed games, or if it's your first Assassin's Creed game, then you may or may not know. But obviously, Blade and Sorcery is its own game, but it really depends on what kind of style that you like. And in terms of Assassin's Creed, they both pinned that nail on the head 100%, which you can feel like an assassin in both games. Truthfully, they're both a work of art and they're both masterpieces in their own way. So, as always, folks, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. And as always, if you want to go and download these mods, download the tools of the trade in Nexus mods, and Assassin's Creed Nexus is available on the official MetaQuest store. But as always, folks, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye now.